What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson, and you are watching another episode of I Trade Crypto. So I'm actually going to be out of town for the next week, but before I do that, I want to do an update here on the price of Bitcoin and at least leave you guys with something before I go. We're actually going to be talking about a few pretty interesting ideas in this episode, so let's just get right into it. So looking at Bitcoin overall here, let's go to the 12 hours so we can see this reverse head and shoulders. So reverse head and shoulders played out perfectly. You know, most people saw this head and shoulders pattern coming. I saw a lot of people talking about this. So a lot of people were kind of prepared for it. The people who were accumulating down here benefited from it. But since then, the price of Bitcoin has sort of just been shooting up. So obviously we haven't really had proper areas of consolidation yet. Looking from the swing high to the swing low with the fib retracement here, the price pretty much is just gone straight up here. We had some sideways trading and the price just kept going. So we had a pump, a little bit of sideways trading pump with no real consolidation, no real pullback, no real opportunity for anybody to accumulate and buy some Bitcoin at levels that they were comfortable with. The only people who were able to participate in this move were people that were essentially FOMOing or manipulating. So that's, to me, is kind of unhealthy. We need a little bit more of a pullback. If this was actually going to turn out to be a healthy bullish move, we would have to see a nice pullback and then continued progression and proper levels of consolidation. If we wanted to see this thing make a healthy move, you would probably want to see it retrace to the 61% there, fib line, and then obviously build out from there. But so far we have not gotten that, and if the price continues to push up in this way, I think when the reversal happens, it's going to be pretty harsh. Like I said in yesterday's video, the volume still is not all that groundbreaking. The volume is actually tapering off a little bit. It's not picking up continuously. It's sort of we saw a short squeeze and some FOMO, and now all that energy is sort of tapering off. And I do think the price is going to reverse at some point, and I think we will find ourselves once again within this golden support zone. Testing the 6K level. So I want to go over something else now. A lot of people are comparing the 2013 to 2014 rally and sell-off to what's happening now. So you shouldn't really bank on past performance being mimicked. That's pretty ignorant in my opinion. You can't just say, oh, because the price of Bitcoin did this, it's probably going to do that. So that is definitely true for the stock market for sure. Because stock companies change, the value increases, decreases, the actual function of the company changes. But I want to bring up an interesting idea to you guys. A lot of people are saying, well, the environment of the crypto market is way different than it was, so we most likely won't mimic the 2014 price action. And while I do agree with that, there's also a part of me that disagrees with that. Because if you think about it, guys, has the function of Bitcoin really changed? Yes, maybe the idea that people have towards Bitcoin has changed, but has the function of Bitcoin changed? Has there really been any fundamental change? And the answer is no, not really. So while you can't really bank on past price action being mimicked and happening again, I think in terms of Bitcoin, I would say it's more likely than any other market. When you're looking at a stock in the stock market, and like a company like Amazon or whatever, the price, the way that the stock is traded and the environment that it's traded in changes based on what the company is doing, the actual value of the company changing, and the actual the roadmap that the company has, the different industries it's getting into, the growth of the company. That is why certain stocks change in terms of the way they're traded and the environment that they're traded in, so on and so forth. But Bitcoin, guys, cryptocurrencies, really not much of a change. Yes, you can say that people's idea towards it have changed, but the actual function of Bitcoin has not changed. Therefore, I think we could see something very similar to what happened in 2013, 2014. And if you look at CoinMarketCap here, just so you guys know, If I bring the chart back here, you can see that the lows here were pretty much around $100, a little bit under, a little bit over, but the low was pretty much $100, okay? So we're looking at Bitfinex now. We're going to take the fib retracement tool and go to the swing high to the swing low here at $100. And we're going to take a look at where the price actually retraced to. And the price retraced to in between the 0 and the 23, which is pretty much right in the middle here. So let's do the same thing now for the recent high we saw here at 20K. So if you're looking at it here, it retraced pretty much just under the 23% mark. And if the same thing was going to happen again, we would retrace pretty much right onto $2,500. So that is why I believe that the $2,500 mark is a pretty valid price point to keep in mind. I think if we are going to mimic the 2014 price action, we would hit $2,500. Now again, guys, you can't guarantee past price action, past performance being mimicked and happening again. But the point I'm trying to make here is, unlike a stock, Bitcoin's function has not changed. And because the function hasn't changed, why would people trade it in a vastly different way? I don't think they would. That's just how I see it, though. You know, like if you're looking at a company like Amazon or Apple or Microsoft, people will trade their stock based on what the company is actually doing. Now, a lot of you are going to say, "Oh, but Kevin, the futures, the ETF." Right, but does that actually change the function of Bitcoin? No, it just changes where the value is being placed and being traded. It doesn't change Bitcoin, guys. And that's a good thing. That's actually a good thing. And the price going back down to 2,500 is a good thing. I'm not sitting here bashing on it. I'm just giving you guys. I'm just telling you guys what I think is most likely. So I still believe $2,500 is a valid price to keep in mind, and that is personally my price target for buying Bitcoin. But we'll see. You know, the timing on when it's going to happen, I have no idea. I can't tell you the timing because that's impossible to predict. But you know, that's my analysis, guys. That is what I think, and that's going to be it for me today. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it interesting. If you did, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit that bell button, and I will see you in about a week or so.